Rebound, Temple's last in the league in rebounding. Big key for the Pirates.
Mark Schnurr, Olandis Poole, A.J. Desai presiding. Pirates in the white win the tip. Rare this year for Joe Dooley to not change his starting lineup, but it's the same five that played down at UCF, and Janet Gardner picks up right where he left off.
Set play off the bench. He only needs 33 more to equal his last game. Great play, great execution.
35 points, 20 rebounds last time out, and a quick answer. Quentin Rose to the basket, 2-all. 25 seconds in.
Rose is a really tough match because he's 6'8" in the guard. It'll be tough to stay with him. KJ Davis gets the assignment.
Seth Leday spinning into the lane, doesn't get the bounce. Rebound, Ernest Aflakpui. Owls with the same starting lineup for the 17th straight game.
Great luxury to be able to start the same team because of no injury.
Perry's outside shot rims out. 9th ever meeting between the Owls and Pirates. 5-3 edge for Temple. But as we mentioned, the Pirates have won the last couple meetings here in Greenville.
Man-to-man both ways.
Sean Williams' three is short.
That's his shot. That's deep, but that's a Sean Williams shot. That's not unusual.
Shiz Alston Jr., the leading scorer for this Temple team, is in the book.
He's the leader of this basketball team. He needs some help, but he's the guy they follow, and Coach Dunphy said it will go as far as Shiz will take us.
His 28th straight game with a three. Averaging 19 a game this year. Played 44 of a possible 45 minutes in Temple's last ball game. Overtime winning in South Florida. Temple applauding the decision from Schnurr. There's Fran Dunphy, the all-time winningest coach in Philly Big Five history. 260 wins at Temple. Over 500 wins in his long and illustrious career.
And that's a steal. That's what they do. They get out in passing lanes. We said they're 11th in the nation with 9.4 steals a game.
They are active. Deflections. Here's Quentin Rose, will step back. Too strong. Pretty good transition defense there from the Owls. Gardner to the basket. Tip from Leday won't go. A strong rebound from Ernest Aflakpui.
Aflakpui's a big body at 6'10", 240. Leday's got the quicks on him, but Aflakpui just takes up too much space. Not a big scorer.
Aflakpui playing his 100th game in his Temple career tonight. Perry lost the handle, but somehow finds Pierre Louis, and he'll get to the free throw line. Joe Dooley, in his 6th year as the head coach, and certainly saw two different styles at shoot-arounds today, Nate. Fran Dunphy hardly ever raises his voice, and Joe Dooley hardly ever whispers.
Coach Dooley's got to set a theme, and Coach Dunphy has done it for so long. Of course, this is his last year. He's stepping down, but Coach Dooley wants to set a theme for this basketball team, and you play to a personality of your coach. He's on him, and they've been playing really hard lately.
Spazievich, who scored a couple baskets each of the Pirates' last two games, checks in.
Uche's been playing well lately too, a little 10-foot jumper that he has not showed at all in his career till the last couple games.
1 of 2 for Pierre Louis. All 6 Temple points from the big three. That combined for about 2/3 of their total offense.
They don't play a lot of bodies, and those guys are the scorers.
That's an air ball three from Williams.
I think Shiz also got a piece of that. Sean doesn't miss like that.
Pierre Louis to the corner. Perry knocks down the three. That's 9 straight points for the Owls.
Well, you know Coach Dooley's going to be upset because the ECU defense is not taking them out of anything they want to do, speaking to Temple Owls. They're getting what they want when they want. That's not a good thing.
Davis needs help. Gardner Fleming lost it on the way. There's another Temple steal. Shiz Alston leads the break to the corner. Pierre-Louis fakes it, takes it, makes it. Timeout Pirates. An 11-0 run for the visitors from the sophomore season. And it's kind of a leap that you expect. And from the Pirates' perspective, what would a Jaden Gardner freshman to sophomore leap look like? Was he going to get 60 and 40 instead of 35 and 20?
Not freshman of the week. How about All-American? He can improve, and he works hard at it every day. He had a great game at 35 and 20, and he wasn't slacking in practice. He was busting his butt in practice. You got to love that.
Gardner scored the first 2 points of the game. Bad news is the Pirates have not scored since. Puts his head down like a bull in the basket. No good. Rebound to Aflakpui.
Now you can see that Temple's taking the Pirates out of what they want to do. And on the other side, Temple's getting what they want when they want. The defense is kind of just there, but it's not forcing anything. I'm sure they talked about that in the timeout in the huddle.
Alston directing traffic. Skip pass to the corner. Perry hit one. Not that time. Addison Hill off the Pirates bench comes down with a rebound.
Good contested jump shot. Rebound to the weak side. Now you got to get a score out of it.
Spazievic baseline. Pirates are 1 of 7.
That's a good shot for Spazievic, but he's got to have a teammate in a white shirt to get inside. They know that's his shot now. Get in there and get an offensive board.
Alston straight away. Swish. Shiz Alston Jr. has started 2 for 2, both from beyond the arc. Williams makes Pierre-Louis lose his feet. Hill's pass tipped and stolen. Quentin Rose lays it in.
They get out in passing lanes. They're long, they're athletic, and they now have 3 steals. They average 9.4 a game.
16-0 is the run. Gardner. Addison Hill's had some opportunities to shoot. He's not looking to shoot.
Not his thing.
Shot clock at 3. Tough shot. Good defensive rebound by Perry. No offensive rebounds in the game. Deep 3. Alston. Heat check. 19-2. And Joe Dooley has seen enough. Takes
him, but Jaden Gardner's not in the basketball game. He's getting a break.
Alston entered the night with 198 career threes, now over 200 and counting.
In fact, Nate Clark is looking at him, the athletic trainer, when he took that fall against the mop.
Can you hear what Joe Dooley just said? It was, quote, "Are you kidding me?" And he repeated himself for good measure.
Jaden Gardner checked out okay. I'm sure wants to get back in this game. They've dug themselves an enormous hole. Speaking of the Pirates, this crowd can help them. It's a long way to go, obviously, in the game.
Inside, there's the first offensive rebound. The relentlessness of Pierre-Louis on display. And Pierre-Louis was just teed up after the make.
Taunting, I would imagine. And that offensive rebound, they are the number 12, the last team in the American Athletic Conference in offensive rebounds, and he just got one.
Well, Sean Williams going to the line, trying to squelch a 21-0 run. Pirates led this game 2-0.
And they'll get the ball, so something good will happen if they can run a 7. Remember first play of the game? Easy layup to Jaden Gardner. Set play off a screen.
That was really easy.
And that was it.
Scoring drought, if you're keeping track. 6 minutes and 7 seconds. And if you weren't keeping track, that's our job. You're welcome. 2 for 2 at the line for Sean Williams. Last year's AAC Freshman of the Year.
And Temple is not stopping. They're going 94 feet. They realize they can blow this thing away if they continue this little run.
Williams averages 13 points a game. Pirates have missed their last 7 shots. 0 for 7 with 4 turnovers since the opening make it 5 turnovers. Looking high, Hamilton unable to make the clean catch.
Nice play by Seth Ledet, heads up play.
Williams for 3, no. Temple does a nice job on the boards. To the corner, wide open, there's 3 more. J.P. Mormon, the second, knocks down the triple.
You got to be a man on the glass. This is not a good rebounding team, but they're big and strong and athletic. If you look at the stats instead of playing the game, you're going to get embarrassed out here tonight on the glass if you're a Pirate.
7 minutes in, 20-point game. Fleming looking for Spazievich. That was the 5th steal of the first half. And what a pass. A little too tall, though, for Quentin Jackson Jr.
Pirates are lucky that Temple's missed the last couple easy layups because of bad passes or Seth Ledet's tip. You got to be aggressive and do something aggressive to the basket. Jaden Garner ready to come in.
Fleming finds Ledet, and he'll get to the line. I'll tell you, there are a lot of crowds out there that would be dead silent if your team was down 24-4, and the Pirate fans are still very into this game.
Well, the Minji's Maniacs are known for that. They got a little left hook in the mouth, maybe. They're coming back a little bit. They need that kind of motivation. Coach Dewey's giving it to them, but a couple 300, 400, 500 students right there won't hurt.
Spazievich to the bench. Jaden Gardner is back in. Foul was on Justin Hamilton. Charlotte, North Carolina native. 3 North Carolina natives on this Temple roster, including J.P. Mormon II, who just hit that 3. Greensboro native. Quentin Jackson Jr. is from Cary.
I wouldn't think the Pirates would press here because you just don't want to get burned in the press and give up an easy one. A little token pressure, but really no full court.
Well, Pirates did trail by as many as 21 against Central Florida. Made a run, got it back to within 6. Knights closed that game, though, in a 10-5 run. UCF, the only unbeaten team in AAC play so far. Norman's 3 off, and Gardner corrals the rebound.
Jaden Gardner's back in the game. You got to let him touch the basketball. He doesn't have to shoot. He's smart enough to know if he's got something now, but you got to let him touch it.
Gardner did not touch it. Ledet gets 2.
Ledet across the lane against the scouting report with a right-handed jump hook. Nice play. In that UCF game, Seth Ledet had 3 points. If he gets crazy and uses athleticism, that's what they need the rest of the way, and they definitely need here. There's another turnover.
Good defense by K.J. Davis. Knocked the ball off Quentin Jackson Jr. Pirates have made at least 1 in every single game.
Here comes Temple, 94 feet once again.
ECU basketball. Williams, Davis, Gardner, Ledet, and Fleming.
I'd like to see what Coach Dewey calls out of the timeout.
They get Gardner a touch. Spins back to his left, back to his right, draws the foul. Justin Hamilton swatted the shot. I think they got Mormon. It is on J.P. Mormon II indeed.
Mormon starts to come for the double team. You see it there, excuse me. Shiz also starts to come. Then he backs up. And Mormon just can't deal with the whirling dervish in there and pops him before he gets it off. 2 at the line.
Gardner among the nation's leaders in free throws attempted. I mean, he's just doing some unbelievable stuff. He was the first ECU player since Charles Alford in 1966 to have a 30 and 20 game. Alford's in 1966 was against Atlantic Christian College. Gardner did it against UCF, the league favorite. Davis bags a 3. All of a sudden, a 20-point gap is trimmed to 12.
Offensive rebound, best time to kick out for a 3. K.J. Davis pays it off. Now you got to play defense if you're a Pirates.
There's defense. Ledet the steal. ECU with the ball on an 8-0 run. Fleming hesitates. Unable to crawl it over the front rim. But it's going to stay the same way. ECU ball.
That was a great jump stop in there by Isaac Fleming. He just banked the ball like a layup, and it's easy. He tried to shoot the rim, missed it, but they kept possession.
Fleming finds Gardner, and he's going back to the line. Second foul on Justin Hamilton.
It's the exact same play that they've run before this season, and Temple went over it today numerous times. You just don't understand how hard Jaden Gardner goes to get the basketball, and when he touches it, he catches it every time.
Jaden back at the line. Of course, attempted a lot of free throws, and nothing new for him. He had about 750 free throw attempts in high school, second in the history of the state.
9 a game so far. Obviously leads his team.
All right.
And yes, it is a little bit of a jump shot. Everybody says, why'd you do that? You make them at that percentage, I'm going to throw them in backwards as long as they go in.
So Temple scored 21 straight points, and now the Pirates have scored 10 straight. Owls haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes. That's a tied up ball, stays with Temple.
Heads up play by Isaac Fleming when the lefty spins back to his dominant hand, as Isaac Fleming does against many opponents. He got his hand in there and got a hand on it. Watch, he comes from the other side. Jump ball, but Temple keeps it.
12 to shoot.
Got the crowd back into it.
Not sure they ever left.
True.
Alston. Oh, great rebound. Mormon sneaks in.
That's just a weird rebound. It came hard off the rim. Long shots, long rebounds. Everybody in a white shirt kind of stood there and watched.
Into the second quarter of this basketball game, Owls by 10. Alston steps back and buries it.
He is fearless. And I'm telling you, he's made 4 of them already tonight. He believes everything's going in.
Double figures for Alston for the 12th straight game. All but 1 game this season. He scored 6 points against VCU in November. Tough loss for the Owls. Somehow that didn't go down for Ledet.
He bounced 3 times on the rim, and he got a tip on it as well.
Perry attacks. Pirates ball.
Yeah, you got to give Seth Ledet credit. We always talk about his athleticism. He missed a layup, he got knocked down, and he blocked it at the other end. Watch Ledet number 3. I think he gets a piece of this. If not, he bothered it. Pirates get it back.
ECU has gotten some stops at the defensive end. They got to convert down at this end. They're 3 of 13 with 6 turnovers for the game.
Just haven't made shots all year when they really needed to. Nice left.
Davis used the right hand from the left side for 2.
Nice drive, kept possession of the ball. Got a layup out of it.
On the drive, Rose short with a finger roll. Aflakpui wins the battle for the board. Steps through, can't finish. Lions got it for the Pirates.
Guards come down and rebound. Look out.
Williams, open look. The shot that the Pirates need.
It's Sean Williams' shot, too. He normally makes those.
Alston looking for his 5th 3 of the half.
Is that all?
He's 4 for 6. It's early.
Yeah, place pick up the dribble there, KJ Davis. Yes, sir.
Gardner versus Aflakpui. Strong move by the freshman, but unable to finish. That's a double dribble, yep. Mark Schnur's on top of it. JP Mormon the second. Thought he was going to get away with it.
Well, if you're a player for either team right now, you got to realize these guys are seasoned officials, and they're letting you play. There's a lot of banging going on, but no whistles. A lot of body contact.
Defense.
You just got to let them play like that. You got to adjust to that. A lot of times they call every little touch foul. They're not going to call it. Keep playing like that, and they will stay consistent. These guys have been there, done that as far as officiating.
Baseline inbounds. Fleming needs to get it in. Finds Gardner. Going at Aflakpui again. Alston thought he had good help defense. Instead, they call him for his first personal foul.
Talking to Coach Dooley in practice last night, The way he described Gardner's game down at UCF when he had the 35, he said he's relentless. It's a great way to describe him, too, and you saw it right there. He's just relentless. He'll take 35 points all at the free throw line. He doesn't care.
Dooley has characterized Jaden Gardner as a foundational piece.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Foundational player were the exact words.
Good condition. He doesn't seem to get tired either, and he plays with great emotion and great effort. The whole time he's out there. Now they're going to give him a little blow with 7 seconds and extra balls to get the timeout. That's smart. Comes a little full court press.
Well, Temple, Nate, started 9 of 13. They're just one of their last 7.
Pirates get this to 7 or 8 at the half. Long way to go in the half. They're not happy, but at least they didn't get blown out of the building in the first half. Temple would like to do just the opposite and blow them out.
Alston feeds Aflakpui. Going to work on Spazievich. High off the glass.
Well, if a young man only scores 5.5 points a game, that's a pretty patented left-handed move for a right-handed player.
And not a big scorer, but a big rebounder, key defender for this Temple team. Fleming lost his dribble, kicks it for Leday, who drives, unable to finish with a left hand himself. Perry the rebound.
Since Leday's going up there's a lot of people trying to mess with his shot, and he's just bouncing it off the rim, but he needs some help. Somebody's got to get an offensive board. You know he's going to make the move. Drives me nuts when the other 4 guys stand and watch.
Pierre-Louis, guarded by Hill. Nearly threw it away. Fortunate bounce, and then contact, but no call. Rose couldn't believe it. Fleming. Aflakpui, and it poked away. It finds Alston. Pretty good pace here, Nate. Here's Rose for 3. Long rebound, and Pierre-Louis into the arms of ECU assistant Ken Potosnik. Great effort, great intensity. AAC basketball, wouldn't expect any. DF, the lone undefeated team in the league. Temple is one of 5 others with just 1 loss. And there's nobody with 2 losses. That's why I talk about the 2 tiers. Yeah. You got 6 teams with 0 or 1 loss, and everyone else is 3 or 4 losses. Of course, it's very early.
But you don't want to go going in the wrong direction.
Pirates trying to defend home court.
Aflakpui trying to handle him now.
Williams uses the Gardner screen, step back jumper for 2.
James Harden-ish with the little step back. Great play, great shot. All that step back does is create space away from the defender, and now you got a wide open jump shot.
Rose thought he was going to get around Hill. Pretty good defense by Addison Hill. I'm going to say it's Pirates ball, and then Elena's Bull corrects himself and says Owls ball. Meanwhile, on the Pirates sideline, Joe Dooley's giving an earful to Mark Schnurr. Temple 13-3. They've played so many close games, and they've had great success in close games this year. Wide open in the corner. Perry. Offensive rebound amongst 3 white jerseys. Aflakpui emerges with the ball. Alston step back short. And Spazievich has the rebound.
You can't just block somebody out if you're East Carolina. You got to want that basketball because Temple gets after it.
Sure do. Gardner takes it.
Like that. Spazievich's got to go get that basketball. You just got to want it.
Pierre-Louis. Oh, Davis met him at the rim. Just picked the ball out of his hands with both of his hands. Williams the other way. Swatted out of bounds by Devontre Perry.
Nothing easy on either end, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty good defense at both ends of the floor here.
Well, watch this block by KJ Davis. Pierre-Louis comes back underneath. You can't go up weak because they're going to knock it back. And then Pierre-Louis goes, there's the block by Davis at one end. And then East Carolina got blocked at the other end. I'm telling you, they're letting them play. You got to go strong. Don't look at the official if he doesn't blow the whistle. This is the way you want to play basketball. Just go play.
There is steal number 6 of the night for the Owls. Pierre-Louis blocked again by Davis. Numbers for the Pirates. Williams takes it himself. No, tip, yes. Credit Leday with a bucket. It's an 8-point game.
I'm telling you, got to go strong. Here come the Maniacs.
Down 24-4. 17-5 run. Time to shoot. Pierre-Louis behind the back. Lost it. Fleming. Now this is going to be interesting. Are they going to say, did Fleming have possession? A.J. Desai is saying yes. So that's going to give Temple a reset on the shot clock.
All Isaac Fleming had to do is tip it up, but there's no way he knew the clock in the corner just trying to save the basketball. That's tough. You played 29.5 great seconds of defense. Now you got to do it again. Trust me, when the crowd goes nuts like that, that helps you play defense. It inspires you a little bit. I don't think it was a bad call. I think he had the ball and tried to save it. Coach Dooley, I think, agrees with me. He's not all over him. Let's do it again, guys. Temple got a break there.
Pierre-Louis attacks. Does not get the bounce.
He's got the same move going to that left hand in the lane. He's done it 3 or 4 times. Scored a couple, got it taken away a couple times. Temple does such a great job of getting their hands in the passing lane.
Davis, offensive foul. Little out of control into the lane.
Last night in practice, he did the exact same thing. Coach Dooley said, what?
Joe Dooley said before the season, he's been in 19 straight postseason tournaments, and he does not want that streak to end.
Don't blame him.
Pirates currently 8-8.
It's an amazing feeling for the kids to do that. Get that accomplishment, a lot of hard work.
High. That's a high percentage shot from Quentin Rose.
Great call from the bench. Fran Dunphy and company out of the timeout.
Temple had made just one of their last 13 shots since starting the game 10 of 16. Before that, Quentin Ross stuff. Gardner stepped back short. Rebound for Alani Moore II. He's back on the floor for the Owls after missing their last game. Ankle issue. Oh, it's great pass. Aflakpui, the beneficiary of the wonderful feed from Moore.
He just got lost in the shuffle and an easy layup for the big senior from Ghana.
After going 1 of 13, they've made their last 2. Davis gets the bounce.
Fortuitous bounce there. A little finger roll action that went in.
Kevin O'Neal Davis Jr., better known as KJ, has 7 points. He's the Pirates' leading scorer. Only 4 Pirates have scored so far in the game.
Well, Uncle Mo was definitely on the side of the team in the black shirt early. This last 2.5 can be a big factor as to how it turns.
Quentin Rose off the mark from 3.
I've said it many times, when you're trailing, it's score, stop, score. That's the mentality you have to have.
Leday did not get away with the extra step.
He got bumped and probably knocked off balance, but he did travel. Aflakpui's a big guy in there. He did a good job of not giving up an easy drive.
Turnover number 10 for the Pirates in this first half.
It was a big problem early in the year, and they kind of remedied a little. Whoa. Aflakpui wasn't ready for it. Lucky. She's Austin, right place, right time.
Clock at 7. Oh, Rose, like he may have taken an extra step. Oh, great play of Aflakpui to Rose. The foul's on Davis. His second.
Aflakpui averages 7 rebounds a game. He's got 7 already. He's been really active on the glass.
Sure has.
Watch Aflakpui. He's got great position on Jaden Gardner, and he just goes up there and rips it down, and he makes a nice pass.
Did you think that was a travel?
Yes, absolutely.
I wonder if it was just me.
Yeah, they got the same colors as Houston Rockets, and they don't call on James Harden, but that was a travel. A lot of times it's such an unconventional move that they're not really sure, and they don't blow the whistle.
You're saying that you think the referees mistook Quentin Rose for James Harden?
No, I'm just saying that they missed the call.
We all make mistakes.
How about the year James Harden's having scoring the basketball? Unbelievable.
He's starting to put up Wilt Chamberlain-like numbers.
From behind the three-point line, not dunking the ball like Mr. Chamberlain used to do. It's amazing the numbers he's putting up. And they kind of just let him go one-on-one and just has that step back three and he sticks it.
Gardner.
That's what he had to be ready for. You knew they were going to double him eventually because he's the best that the Pirates have inside.
Williams trying to make his best Harden impersonation.
Nice rhythm jump shot off the tough defense. Lonnie Moore, but he just couldn't stick it.
Ankle looks pretty good for Moore.
Yes, it does.
There's a nice drive and score. J.P. Moore the second. Greensboro native has 5, and the lead back up to 14.
All off the bench by Coach Dooley. They're just giving Temple some easy. As we talked about the last 2.5 minutes, Temple's taking advantage of it. They just don't let you get the ball where you want to get it. A lot of scouting and a lot of aggressive defense. That's where you want to get it. Nice pass.
Day. Oh, that's another missed layup. And another rebound for Aflakpui.
Just banging off the glass, Seth Day. Finger rolls going in a couple times, but more times than not for his basketball team, it has not.
Temple undefeated this year when leading the half. Perhaps even more impressive. Owls are 6-3 when trailing at the half. Alston, is that a pass or a shot? 1 second. Fleming gets it off. And he was unable to channel his old teammate Elijah Hughes at the halftime. School's pretty prestigious list. Williams, Calipari, and Huggins.
Very good coach, but a better individual, better person. Obviously Penn and Temple, and went to LaSalle, so he's a Big 5 guy. And 8 personal fouls called in the first half.
Davis begins the second half with a 3.
ECU's got to get after somebody and just not play hard. Play harder than the other team. Temple has taken the game to them and basically kicked their butt in the first half.
Nate, you were making the point during the break that there were only 8 total fouls called in the first half. 3 in the Pirates, 5 in the Owls. Do you expect that to continue in the second half?
If it does, East Carolina's not going to win the basketball game. They got to be the more aggressive basketball team. And the guys are letting them play. They know that.
Gardner continues the aggressiveness. Fantastic start to the second half for ECU.
That's what they got to do. Take it to the rim, make the officials make a call. But on the other side, you can't foul Temple. They're the best free throw shooting team in the American Athletic Conference at 74%. Tough to play tough D without fouling. That's what they're going to have to do if they're going to get back in this thing. And that guy's Mr. Cool no matter what.
Clock down to 3. Shiz Alston Jr. Didn't get it off.
Smart play, just ran out of time. You know he got after him at halftime because of the first 2 possessions.
Joe Dooley, plenty of experience winning games in Lawrence, Kansas as an assistant for Bill Self with the Jayhawks. Inside, Leday. On the second effort, he gets it to go.
He's the best second jumper I've seen in a lot of years. He missed it, he knew he missed it, and he's quick. Quick airbender, everybody in the black shirt, tip it in.
How about this? 7 straight points to start the second half. Devondre Perry throws up an air ball.
And the crowd knows it too.
Fleming feeling the momentum. Tough shot, puts it in.
Right now, your goal is to make Fran Duffy call timeout, and he's going to do it right now. Listen to this place.
Timeout, Temple. 9 of their 13 games this year decided by single digits. They're 7-1
3
in games decided by 5 or less, 3 of them in overtime.
Won them all of the overtime games.
Maybe the most impressive stat for Fran Dunphy in his 13 years at Temple, his teams are 22-7 in overtime.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now you got to get on the floor, KJ Davis. Go get that ball.
Rose knocks in the baseline J.
You got to go dive on the floor. You just had a 9-0 run.
12th straight game in double figures for Quentin Rose.
In the first half, the aggressiveness wasn't there because the Temple Owls took it away.
Davis takes it, parries it. He was ready to shoot on the catch.
And maybe it made up for the fact that he didn't get on the floor.
Maniacs are going nuts. Double team, loose ball, foul call.
That's all right.
It's on Fleming.
KJ Davis ready on the catch. Watch this. Feet are bent. Excuse me, knees are bent, feet are set. Bingo. It's a perfect shot-ready position, and he stuck it.
Davis, the game's high scorer, 13 points.
Landis Poole telling Shiz Alston and Isaac Fleming, chill, boys, chill.
2 competitive kids.
Absolutely.
Great backdoor feed, and Aflakpui finishes. 6 points for Aflakpui to go along with his 9 rebounds.
Temple's got a couple layups out of blobs, baseline out of bounds, just because of good screening and good execution. There's the double. Smart move, dribble away from it, get away from pressure.
Fleming somehow kept his pivot foot. Foul day.
These Carolina Pirates do a drill where they dribble into the middle and pivot and throw it back. It just paid off for a dunk.
Leday into double figures. He's got 10. Leday picks off the entry feed. Williams wide open. And then Gardner rips the rebound away from Perry and puts it back in. Pierre-Louis missed the dunk.
Pirates were lucky. They did not get back and left them wide open.
Gardner, oh, that would have brought the place down.
All the Pirate coaches are saying, get back. It was not a bad shot.
Well, it was a bad transition after Gardner's last make.
A 2-point game, you believe that?
College basketball, anything can happen. Leday outlets for Williams. For the lead. Owls ball.
You celebrate after the game. You can't celebrate on a team that is this seasoned and like Temple and sees that advantage, just goes right by you.
Check out this stat, Nate. Pirates were 7 of 28 from the floor in the first half. They're 7 of 11 in the second half. We played 5 minutes. They have as many field goals in the second half as they had in the first 20 minutes.
KJ Davis on threes, and then everybody else, Leday, Gardner inside being aggressive.
Addison Hill reaching foul on Shiz Alston. His first.
You don't want, it's only 2 team fouls. You don't want to put them in the bonus. We said they're the best free throw shooting team in the league. But I like the aggressive play. Tell them they're not going to get what they want when they want.
Pierre-Louis draws contact, does not get the roll, but he will get to the line.
The Pirates play against a lefty every day in practice. It's Isaac Fleming. They got to realize this young man is so good going left. Nate Pierre-Louis should have had an and-1, but it just rolled out on him.
Sophomore from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Pre-game warm-ups, they were playing all the different songs. By far, he was the best dancer out there.
And you would know, because you have some dancing moves yourself.
I am a good judge of dancing. I am not a good dancer. Knew the words to every song. He was just relaxing, having fun out there. Had a great start to the game, his team did.
1 of 2. Owls by 3.
Well, if you're East Carolina, you can't relax now. Yes, you made up a huge deficit, but now you're in a basketball game. You got to play harder than the other team to get a W. The crowd wants to get into it.
Fleming spins, kicks. Williams hangs in the air. Caught his own shot and lays it up and in.
Not a walk if he didn't come down to the ground.
Loose ball, Pierre-Louis skips, kicks. Rose, great dish. Last touch by Fleming.
Sean Williams 0 for 7 from deep. So what does he do? Go inside. Get the miss, pass it to yourself, a la Moses Malone. If you're as old as me and you know who that is, got 2.
Alston Jr. buries it. His 5th 3 of the night.
Changed his number to honor his dad, who was a great player. He used to wear number 3. This year he changed it to 10. He's all consumed.
Spazievich in the short corner, going to work. Tough shot. Rebound Rose.
It wasn't there.
And transition, Pierre-Louis throws it down.
This is not a great fast-breaking team, but if you don't get back, they're going to embarrass you. They just did with Nate Pierre-Louis' dunk.
You can tell me otherwise, and I believe you. They got 13 fast break points tonight.
This crowd is dying to get into this game. You just got to give them a reason.
Ledet lost it on the way to the rim. Temple ball. That's the first turnover of the second half for the Pirates.
Pierre-Louis missed a layup earlier in transition. He's not going to miss this one. That's with authority.
Gardner back in, Spazievich to the bench.
Seth Ledet tries for the block just a touch late. And the 6'4" Pierre-Louis finishes. Temple's done what they need to do. They've shut the crowd up. The crowd was into it there for a minute. Couple runs, short runs, 6-point lead, and they shut them up.
Pierre-Louis tried to dribble through traffic, lost it. 4-on-1 the other way. Gardner, no, tip, no. That's a terrible missed opportunity.
That's 3-on-1. You got to make that.
Alston kicks it. Rose sticks it.
Coach Dooley wants to stop it. He knew he lost a little momentum right there. You know, in a transition basket like that, it's got to be a high jump, not a long jump. Kind of banged it off the glass, but there was a lot of white shirts around to bounce back up to double figures.
Ledet, Fleming, Gardner, Davis, Williams.
They make sharp passes. They'll slip it away in a heartbeat.
Into the reigning AAC Freshman of the Week. Back outside Davis. Gardner baseline, no. He was fouled.
Yeah, he had a 6-foot jumper, but that's not his mentality. His mentality is to get it inside.
How do you become beloved as a freshman in college basketball? Well, it helps to average 19 points and 9.5 rebounds a game. But it's even more impressive when you exhibit a love for the university you're attending. And on Twitter a few days ago, a random ECU student said, "Dear basketball gods, please allow Jaden Gardner to stay at ECU and not transfer like he has, like every other good player that's had an outstanding freshman year." Jaden Gardner retweeted that and said, quote, "I'm here to stay, Pirate Nation."
That's perfect. That's the perfect response. A lot of times during the season they say, coaches say, stay off Twitter. It's a very mature young man to go about it that way.
He sticks around 4 years. He's going to break a lot of the Pirates' records.
I would agree with that one. He's going to get stronger.
Oh, good feed. Obasahan into the game, went for a steal. Didn't get it, and Aflakpui slams it in.
Got stuck behind Aflakpui and then tried to get around him after the pass was gone. You got to get there before the pass gets there. He got burned.
8 points, 10 rebounds for Aflakpui. Fleming banks it home.
Very smart play. You're going so hard down the middle, just bang it off the glass.
Pirates hanging around.
You fought back so hard, you gotta make a defensive stand and get back in this thing.
ECU within 7. In the arena, they didn't update the scoreboard to indicate that. Still shows 9.
Wow.
And now it's back to 9.
That's a tough shot right there.
His Alston Jr. now with 17 points. And for a 3-point play.
Stumpy told us, I knew him when he was really young. He's matured a little bit, he's a little stronger, and that's a big and one opportunity. He's completely composed the whole time. That's what seniors do. And he's a great leader for Coach Stumpy and his team. Coach Stumpy has been quoted many times saying we'll go as far as Shiz Alston will take us.
Missed the free throw though. Rare miss, 92% on the season. Owls though have made their last 5 field goal attempts to take a 9-point lead. Fleming thinks about it. There's his 3rd 3 of the year.
He worked at it after practice a lot last night. Just paid off for him, especially because Sean Williams didn't make it any. He hadn't made a 3 yet.
Nick Leday reaching in. 5th team foul.
He thought about it, then he said, what the heck? You want to leave me open? Bingo, 3. 38% for the game versus 46% for the Owls.
Pierre-Louis goes to work, gets the roll.
He just goes over that right shoulder against a lefty. Isaac Fleming should know better. He does it to everybody as well. Got a great first step here, he does.
Pirates have to keep scoring to match the Owls' output. It's funny, Jalen Gardner goes to that exact move a lot. You can tell the defense knows it's coming, and he scores anyway.
Can't stop. He outquicks you up in the air. He doesn't shoot at the same time every time. There he goes left again.
That's what makes Pierre-Louis so tough to stop.
That's why there's some NBA scouts here tonight as well, to see this young man. 6'4", 170 pounds, very athletic as we saw. A lefty, which is a natural advantage, and very explosive. Only a sophomore.
In double figures for the 6th straight game. He had a little bit of a lull. He'd scored in single digits 5 of the previous 6 before this really hot stretch in which he scored 104 points in the last 5 games, shooting 60% from the field.
Another thing they're doing for him is they're giving him straight line drives. Yeah, he got his feet taken out from under him. He walked, but he got pushed first.
Aflakpui picks up the foul.
He's a tough kid. He takes a lot of abuse. But Aflakpui kind of took his feet out from under him. But getting back to Pierre-Louis, if they're going to spread it out like that, one-on-one, he's beating everybody in a white shirt tonight. They've tried Fleming on him. They've tried Sean Williams on him. They've put Tyler Foster on him. They put Justin Watley on him. Excuse me, they put Addison Hill on him. A lot of different people.
Scorer's table, a little confused. The foul was on Aflakpui. Second foul on Ernest. Gane in center. Gardner back at the line, where he's now 7 of 9 tonight.
15 points with only 4 made field goals. That's doing your thing at the free throw line.
5 rebounds and a couple assists as well for Gardner. So Aflakpui goes to the bench.
Look at his average. He's averaging a little over 9 free throws a game, and he's got 9 already. He got a long way to go.
Alston's back.
Good news if you're an Owl fan.
Well, Gardner's the Pirates' points leader with 16. Alston, the Owls' leader with 17. Each team has 3 in double figures. Owls big 3, 17 for Alston, 13 apiece for Rose and Pierre-Louis.
Pirates in the zone, got burned.
Alston buries the 3 from the corner, giving him another 20-point game, his 8th of the year.
2-3 zone, he just drifted to the corner and waited for the pass. They read it appropriately and attacked it appropriately. Templeton man-to-man the whole game.
Defense, which has generated a bunch of steals. Gardner, tough shot.
I'm laughing. He gets you on the post. He gets you on the run. As you said earlier, if he would hit that 3, the roof would have come off Minji's Coliseum, but he's special. He just is. He finds a way to score.
He's listed at 6'6", 245. He plays big than that, though, doesn't he?
No question about it. That's the second time they've lost the big man underneath.
Hamilton benefits from the defensive mistake.
In for Aflakpui and pays it off with an easy 2 right away. Do not make weak passes. Temple will slap it loose and go the other way with it.
Gardner to the basket, rejected by Hamilton. Out of bounds to Temple.
Hamilton 6'10", Gardner, we just talked about 6'6". Gardner beat him on the drive, but he just was long enough with very long arms to not foul him and block it.
A.J. Desai and Joe Dooley barking at each other. Dooley's asking. Think they're trying to make dinner reservations for after the game?
I don't think so. He's talking to Mark Schlur, and Mark Schlur's just listening to him, and A.J. Desai didn't like it. He might be yelling at A.J. Desai while he's talking to Mark Schlur. That's a smart coaching move.
Pass deflected by Davis. 7:50 to go. 12 on the timer. We'll take the timeout. Joe Dooley's team were 16 of 41 from the field for the game. That's 39%. Since then, they're 9 for 9, which makes them 25 of 50, and you can do the math for that percentage.
I can figure that one out all by myself without my iPhone.
Shot clock down to 4, and on the drive, Moorman missed the layup. Rebound tipped ahead, Fleming to Moore for 2.
Very smart play by Isaac Fleming. You can't catch it, tip it ahead and run it down. Here come the Maniacs.
Dooley loses his jacket at the Pirates bench. Fran Dunphy loses his jacket pretty early in most games.
Before they tip.
Moorman to Rose, he'll take it. Rebound Williams. Leday going to work. 6-point game.
Thank the basketball. It's just so simple. It just slams in. If it misses, Seth Leday's quick enough to go get it. Great move.
A dozen for Leday. It's been a fun game.
A lot of fighting both teams. Temple's going to lose the lead, came back. East Carolina's come back a couple times.
Moore a little loose with the dribble, recovers. And they get a foul inside on Gardner. Battling with Aflakpui. And what do you think Joe Dooley thinks about that call?
Boy, they've been shoving each other all night long, and they finally called that. As a coach, it drives you nuts when the officials are just not consistent. If you're going to call it early. They didn't call squat in the first half.
That's a 7-team foul, so Aflakpui shooting 1-1. He's not a good free throw shooter. 12 of 25, 48%.
Can't give him an offensive board. And of course he sticks it.
Aflakpui's had some good games against the Pirates. Way back his freshman year, season high at 8 points, game against DCU. Had 10 rebounds that night as well. And it looked like a pretty good free throw shooter right there.
It's not a 48% free throw shooter in my eyes. They were money both times. Didn't even touch the rim.
Aflakpui's got his second double-double of the season. He had 10 and 11 against Drexel. He's got 10 and 10 so far tonight. Pass deflected. Pierre-Louis has the steal. Ahead to Rose, and he's hammered by Williams. 2 more free throws for the Owls, who will try to stretch the lead back to 10.
That's all Sean Williams can do to try to stop it, because once again, a steal for Temple. Number 7 on the night. Very opportunistic defensive team for Coach Fran Dunphy.
A couple years ago, I asked Fran Dunphy if he thought he would get into coaching after he was done playing at LaSalle. And he told me he was in the Army for 18 months. And then he was an assistant at Army for 1 season in between Bob Knight and Mike Krzyzewski. He got out of the Army, he was golfing and bartending, and a high school buddy came up to him and said, "Hey, our high school's looking for a coach today." We'll get to the line. And when his high school was looking for the coach, it didn't even dawn on Coach Dunphy to be the coach. He's like, "Good luck, I hope you find somebody." And his friend said, "No, it has to be you." And he said, "I'm not interested." And his friend said, "Look, your life needs direction." And in his words, he acquiesced. And a college teammate of his got the LaSalle job, got him out of high school, and obviously an assistant at LaSalle for a long time. Took over at Penn, was the coach of the Quakers from '89 to '06. Last 13 years at Temple. And he may be retiring from coaching, but he still plans to teach. For many years, he's taught a class at Temple, before that at Penn, management, theory, and practice. Said he always had a helper and only teaches in the fall. But now the administration says, "We think you can teach a different class by yourself." And he's like, "Are you sure I'm ready for this?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah."
That's typical Coach Dunphy answer. "Are you sure I can do this?" And they said, "Yes, we are sure you can do this."
It's been fun to watch the outpouring of love,
all deserved,
from other coaches.
Yep.
I mean, on the Temple website, St. Joe's coach Martelli.
That's a great tribute.
With a really moving message. And it seems to be everyone has something to say about Fran Dunphy. And of course, that's the man who's going to replace him. He's a pretty good player himself, Aaron McKee.
Very good player.
The 6th all-time scorer at Temple. 17th pick in the '94 NBA draft. Best known for his time with the Sixers.
Going to move a couple seats down the bench. It's going to be very different, Aaron. Very different. I'm sure he will be very successful, but it's a whole different animal when you're down the end of the bench.
Little 6-0 run has stretched the lead back out to 12. Gardner to the basket. Another 20-point game for Jaden Gardner, but his team's down by 10 with 5.5 to play.
Said it before, it's got to be score, stop, score. That's got to be your mentality, and you got to take something away. You just can't let Temple have the shot they want because they're too efficient at it. Single digits on the shot clock, and Austin will probably make the decision every time down the floor.
Wade playing defense. Austin buries it right in his face.
Wow. That's NBA-ish right there.
What a shot by Shiz Alston Jr. He's got 23 tonight. Matches a career high with 7 threes. 7 of 10. Gardner on the block, where he does his best work. Jaden's got 22 of his own.
It's got to be a nightmare to prepare for him. He's on top of the scouting report. And one time, Coach Dunphy, when they were going through stuff today, he said, he's amazing at the block. He's just amazing.
Rose. The day of the rebound. Shot clock never reset.
Around this pool, saw it coming down. The crowd was upset for the non-call on the rebound, except for they got bumped a little bit, because that's a point of emphasis this year. They haven't called it all night, and they've been consistent except for that one post-up call against Jaden Gardner and Aflakpui.
ECU, 4 of its last 4 from the field. Trailing by 11.
Hard cuts, and got to be aggressive to the rim if you're going like that.
Fleming lost it.
Slapped it away.
Rose ahead through the traffic. And one. That was a smooth finish.
Quentin Rose has been really good at taking off when he sees a steal. You love it. A little step back. We talked about James Harden. He's been doing it all year in his whole career. It creates space from an aggressive defender, and he just paid it off. That's the killer right there, the offensive board. J.P. Mormon, the second.
Temple's big three, Nate, have combined for 55 of their 75. Alston 23, Rose 19, Pierre-Louis 13.
The offensive rebound on the free throw just takes a little air out of your balloon.
Sure does. Pierre-Louis' 3 takes more out of it.
It's a 6-point possession without ever leaving that end of the floor. Excuse me, a 5-point possession. No, 6.
Deflating shot right there. Pierre-Louis now at 16. And that is the Temple lead. Free throws for Gardner. Foul on Hamilton.
I don't know if Jaden Gardner ever saw Kevin McHale play or even knows who Kevin McHale is or was. That's a Kevin McHale up and under move. That was a great move to draw the foul. He learned it from somebody.
Post footwork, kind of a lost art.
Oh, no question about it. And it's balance. It's all about balance. For a kid that big, at just under 250, he has exceptionally quick feet and really, really great balance. Get him in a weight room and get a little stronger. I don't know if it's going to get any taller. It's just a little more explosive. With the skills he has, he's going to be special.
He's got 24 tonight. Pierre-Louis denied. Leday blocked it. Fleming leads the break to Davis. Hesitates, and he's fouled.
It was a good move because he knew the defense was right behind him to stop. He just couldn't finish it. We're going to go a couple, got bumped. We've got 9 block shots tonight, 7 of them by East Carolina. 9 blocks.
From the two teams combined.
Yep.
Davis does not get the roll. Aflakpui and his double-double back in.
You know that Temple's going to get this thing to single digits at the end of the shot clock unless it's a transition opportunity. And Austin's probably going to have the ball in his hands. So you've got to make every one of these.
Wow, Davis missed them both.
She's Austin's game. He's going to hold it. If he passes it, it's going to come right back to him. He's going to make the decision. Not necessarily the shot, but the decision.
And Gardner fouls Aflakpui, the 48% free throw shooter, who's 2 for 2 tonight.
Not a bad idea. I'd rather have that and give you more time to have Shizzle to make a shot at the end of the shot clock. Aflakpui.
I like it.
If he makes 4 in a row. Yeah, that's 48%. He's made 3 and hadn't touched the rim yet.
Certainly a unique form. He shoots the ball with one hand.
Yep.
That left hand comes off the ball completely.
Well, the left hand probably got involved too much and they changed it and it's ripping.
Not sure we'll see Aflakpui again.
Nope, didn't work. But it was worth it.
Yes, it was.
I mean, you got to play the numbers.
Good idea for sure. Leday attacking the rim. Mormon fouled him.
East Carolina, it's exactly what you're going to try to do here. You can't give up points at the other end, but score without the clock running and try to cut into this big deficit. Get into single digits as fast as possible, and then the pressure, the crowd will be into it. The pressure's on Temple. Now, if you're Temple, second shot, you can't give up offensive rebounds. Like East Carolina did. Wow, 3 in a row.
Both these teams don't have a conference game this weekend. EC doesn't play again until they go to Houston next Wednesday night. Another missed free throw. Temple, Big Five matchup with Penn on Saturday.
At the Palestra.
And then they host Memphis a week from tomorrow night.
Great venue. It's where I first saw college basketball.
Yeah, that's your neck of the woods. City of brotherly love.
Yes, it is. An hour away in Atlantic City. I like the trap.
Alston up high, too high, in fact, for Mormon.
A little too fancy with that one. Good idea, but a little too fancy. The good thing was Temple did not pick up their dribble in the trap. They kept it till they got it to Mr. Alston. He just got a little too much mustard on that one.
Williams, finally. He had been 0 for 7 from deep. So maybe time for one little last run. Buck 48 to
food. Unbelievable food.
One day, I will get down to the Big Easy.
It's a cool place.
Owls get it in. And Davis gives the foul on Mormon. He's probably the guy to foul. He's 9 of 14 from the line this year.
Foul the good ones.
64%. Has not been there tonight.
And he's the guy that got the offensive rebound previously, so he shouldn't get it if you seal out the shooter. But you got to extend the game for Coach Dooley as long as possible.
Owls are 13 of 18 from the line, 72%. Pirates are 14 of 22, 64%.
Nobody on the right side, but Quentin Rose on the left side, and it doesn't matter.
Timeout, Fran Dunphy. 140. Dunphy took over for John Chaney, April of 2006, and the 7 NCAA tournaments with the Owls.
Would love to finish his career going again.
Williams, nope. Rebound finds Rose, who collides with Fleming.
KJ Davis, suffered they kind of knocked it out of each other's hands. So they try to get the trap, and somebody got to protect the basket. Rose is so good because he's 6'8", he can see over any traps. Single digits, now they'll look.
Pierre Louis lost it out of bounds.
KJ Davis slapped it out.
See if the Pirates can get a quick bucket.
Whatever you do, just do it quick and do it aggressively.
Davis, deep three. Pirates ball, under a minute though. Looks like Temple's gonna snap its losing streak here in Greenville. Fleming, the loose ball, takes it to the basket.
Get back, that's been their problem the whole evening. Now Temple doesn't even have to shoot it.
Davis fouls Moore.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I met this man about 4 years ago. I did one of his games. Everybody you talk to in college basketball says, obviously he's a good coach. Look at the record. He's a better person. Very gracious, very humble gentleman, and an exceptional basketball coach who's had a phenomenal career. It's always nice when you go out on your own terms. Sometimes you can't. The guy sitting next to you did not go out of coaching on his own terms. That man did. Or will. Yeah, the guy on this side. There's no guy on the other side. Turn on me.
God had other plans for you in the broadcasting world, Nate.
Evidently.
Jaden Gardner wants three. It's his second three-pointer of the year. Fortunately, though, it comes at a time when the Pirates trail by 13, make it 10. Can Davis sink another one? Nope. And Moore has the rebound, and Gardner gives the foul, and that should just about do it.
KJ Davis, not a bad shot, but there's nobody guarding him. Dribble a little closer.
This is going to be such an interesting game for both these coaches to look at, because obviously Temple had the 21-0 run that Joe Dooley was quite displeased. And
a couple timeouts.
And then from 20 down, Pirates got to within 1. And the spurt at the start of the second half was really impressive.
9-zip to start.
But Fran Dunphy's team with some impressive mettle late in the second half close this thing out. Another free throw for Moore.
Great composed by Coach Dunphy. Yeah, I always said you play to the personality of your coach. He's always composed, and so is his basketball team. They showed it when the Pirates cut it to 1. Wow, tough
3
shot.
more for Davis. Ahead of the pack, Moore doesn't need to shoot. Pirates, are they going to foul? Yes, they are. Without Reggie Miller on your team, 10 points in 10 seconds
probably
is
not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen. That iconic sequence was 8 points in 7 seconds.
Against the Knicks.
The great blog, Pacers.
And Spike Lee sitting on the sidelines. Reggie had a few words for him, each one. It's good to see Temple, the 2 young guys that were hurt last game, didn't play. Got some time tonight, so they're back to full strength.
Gardner wants another 3. And that'll do it. Final score, Temple 85, ECU 74. Fun battle. Pirates have a week off before